All hail URABRASK, baby! Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got URABRASK next. That is right, ever since I saw URABRASK, the red Phyrexian Praetor, this card gets the least amount of love. I guess maybe Ginger Tactics doesn't get that much love either, but it did in Kamigawa, so either way, that is why we're making the nest with URABRASK. First strike, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you're going to add red, but it's really good though, because whenever you cast 3 or more instant or sorceries, you're going to be able to go into the great work, and this deck is really easy to make that happen. How do we do that? Well, this is Alchemy, so obviously we are running the One Ring. This is my first deck ever trying out the One Ring, so glad that we can do it with URABRASK, but Spellchain Scatter with the kicker, you're not copying it, but you are conjuring a duplicate of it. So whenever you do this, obviously you just play it for 1, you can kick it. If you don't kick it, you have to play that spell that turn. But if not, this is a really easy way to storm through your cards. Melt Through is like a shock. It's a little bit better because it doesn't get cleaned up from their damage steps, so it's really nice. Sleight of Hand, just because again, you do need to cast a lot of these sorceries and instants, and this can kind of help out your stuff. So Sleight of Hand is always just like a good card. And we got the third path, Iconoclast, just for a little bit of board action here. It does get a little bit, you can go wide pretty easily, so, but it's not like the main focus of the deck, but it is kind of nice. Plus they go ahead and use it for like removal or stuff like that. The Spelldancer, I'm thinking about even kicking this up to 4 because it is that good. I think I actually might, but it is the kind of wild cards, and it has impressed me a little bit so far, so I think I am going to kick this up to 4 in the final brew. The Embercoiler, I am not going to kick up to 4 because I thought this card was like amazing. The only problem is when you discard the card, you have to play that because it is exiled. So if you don't play it that turn, you essentially lose it. So I think this card's a little bit, maybe, you know, 2, it feels like the sweet spot there. You can use it to kind of dig for your URABRASK One Rings, and even the Gandalf the Grey, which again, this is Alchemy, so this is a legal card. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you choose one that has not been chosen. Now, kind of weird because the last one, you have to put it back on its owner's library, but deal 3 damage, tap or non-tap permanent, or copy another instant or sorcery you control. So essentially, this is the deck. We also, a little shout out, we do have URABRASK Forge. Just has another little like flavorful win condition, because it is a win condition. If they don't have the tools to deal with this thing, it is essentially a win condition. So we got URABRASK, we got URABRASK Forge. This is URABRASK's Nest. I am so happy that we made a nice deck with URABRASK. Absolutely love it. Go and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Garrettini? How you doing here? Alright, it's got the Scorn, Melt Through, got a little bit of everything here. Alright, I kind of like this. We do kind of, we actually are facing against URABRASK, which is a little bit ironic considering that is kind of the theme of our deck here, but alrighty. Pretty quick. That was a fast Bloodfell Caves here. I mean, they're ready to play. You gotta appreciate that. I'm a little bit on the shakier leg side here. So the Embercoiler, we definitely like. I don't think that this card is very good. Like, I don't think it's good enough to be a 4 of. I kind of like it in the 2, but I'm kind of testing it out because of how like you have to use that card that you discard. I do think that it is perhaps a little bit overrated, but you don't really have to either. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too picky. I am going to go ahead and get rid of the Sleight of Hand. I mean, I guess I could get rid of the Scorn. Let's get rid of the Sleight of Hand. Just kind of like take a little gander at what we got going on here. And that's a pretty good draw there. We have to play this now, so I think it's fine. Whenever they draw a dragon card, it gets +1/+1. So that's interesting. I don't think this is nearly as good as that other whelp that was back in the day. The other whelp back in the day was what the I forgot what it's called. I think it's just called Dragon Whelp. But it made every dragon in your hand perpetually cost 1 less, and that thing is busted as heck. I think it's still like in historic, right? This thing is not nearly as good, but it's still a good card. So double whelp action. I think we're still fine though. I'm not too threatened just yet. We got the Shivan Reef. And I don't know if I really want to give up anything. I kind of like my whole hand. So let's go ahead and decline that. Alright. We could go for the Spellchain Scatter. I love this card a lot. You can kick this and then you get another copy of it. But I think I'm just going to probably play an URABRASK. Yeah, I'm just gonna play an URABRASK, and well, I guess let's try to attack. Let's attack, maybe not with the Iconoclast, but with the Embercoiler. If they want to trade, I mean, I guess we'll do this. Again, though, maybe I'm being disrespectful to this card. They are gonna trade, which is fine. I'm okay with it. We have pretty much what we have in our hand. We don't really need to trade anything. I guess if we draw a land, we feel kind of dumb, but we have enough threats, and that's kind of why this card. Before I drop, like, you know, whatever. Before you drop, like, wild cards on this thing, I do think it is, like, a little fake good, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm still testing it out. So, Decadent Dragon comes along. Okay. Now we start to have fun with URABRASK here. Alright, we can go for the Spellchain Scatter and then kick it so that we get another Melt Through, and then we get the URABRASK. So, let's just take this one at a time. Let's drop the Captivating Crossroads for red. Spellchain Scatter. We get to duplicate it into our hand, conjure it, but we don't get to just copy it straight up. So let's go ahead and do this. We're definitely kicking it. Ba-bam. Now URABRASK and Third Path Iconoclast are just gonna keep jabbing at him, which we love. Now I'm gonna go for Melt Through. Let's go ahead and hit one time on the Decadent Dragon. Yep. Now we're going to be able to get some more stuff going. And this is like a nice little storm action here. You got to love this. Melt Through. Let's go Melt Through on the face this time. And because we're going to take the URABRASK, and we are going to make the great work of it. And we absolutely love this. I guess I should attack first, right? I guess we can hold up Ertai. I guess maybe I messed up a little bit. Either way, we're not too worried about it. Let's go for URABRASK. We're going to deal 3 damage to their face and all their creatures. Ba-bam! And look how good that is. And now we can hold up Ertai Scorn. Yeah, it's pretty good, though. URABRASK, the great work. We are making great work of our opponent. All hail URABRASK, baby. And it is ironic that we're playing against URABRASK. The Warmonger. With top 6 cards in your library, maybe build a dragon card, blah blah blah. Sure. We'll go ahead and counter you up here. Make another 1/1. I guess we could probably. I mean, we could have maybe possibly waited for that, but I don't know. I think we're still sitting pretty good here. This turn is kind of weak, especially considering that we have the Crossroads. So maybe we should have kept around our Embercoiler there, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and take them down to 6, and the next turn, they're looking bad. I'm going to go ahead and just like give them a little bit of a panic attack. We're going to hold up full control, just to make sure that they think that we potentially have something. But I don't think they really have anything for the great work, and they don't even let us get into URABRASK Stage 3, but good game. Keeper! Well, let's see if you're a keeper. This is a keeper of a hand, I'll tell you that right now, keeper. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alright, let's go with this, and because we don't have like the Iconoclast or anything, I am going to go for the Sleight of Hand. Do we kind of need, I mean, I don't really know what we need though, you know? Do I really want to use this right now? I'm going to go ahead and wait. You know what? I don't know what we're playing against. Do we need removal? Do we need threats? Like, what do we need, you know? I know it's kind of weird to not play Sleight of Hand turn 1, but I don't know what I'm searching for. I guess worst comes to worst, I could just take a land, but okay, let's drop you. By the time Captivating Crossroads comes out, we'll be fine anyway, so okay. Most likely going to play into some sort of creature deck, which is fine with me. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Alright, welcome to Sweet Tooth in Alchemy. Let's see how this goes. I guess we probably should Virtue of Courage this thing before it gets bigger. I mean, I guess I could pump it up or something. Let's just be on the safe side and just like kind of ticky-tack it around. I know we have the Brotherhood's End, but let's just be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, let's go for Sleight of Hand here. I think I am looking for like an URABRASK or like a Gandalf or like a threat of some sort. Let's go for that. That's fine. We go into the One Ring. The One Ring, pretty good card. This is the first time I've ever been playing the One Ring, and oh, good lord, is it good. Alright, let's drop you, be on our way, and we'll be okay. Spellchain Scatter is really cool, though. I mean, this thing, again, it's always weird, because you're not copying, you are conjuring a duplicate. Candy Trail. I mean, this would be an okay time to go for Brotherhood's End. I mean, we get to clear all of their stuff here. That'd be pretty cool. Delighted Halfling. Okay. I'm definitely going to have to just go for the One Ring. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And another Brotherhood's End. Pretty good here. There are certain matchups that we really get crushed in because we have a lot of removal. So if they don't have removal, we're not looking too great. But right now, we just dropped the 1 ring. Yep. Boom. Protection from everything. You gotta love it. But what's really nice is that we can just go, basically, we pretty much just like, the 1 ring, it's so powerful. I just feel powerful. Food fight? Food fight? What is going on? Food fight? This is an enchantment. I mean, I'm very aware of what food fight does, as I have played it before. Let's go for blue. Got enough red here. If we go for Spellchain Scatter and we kick it, we can go in for another Brotherhood's End. And then go for a Scalding Viper. Because, I mean, what the heck? I mean, this thing's really big and scary. But, like, you know, it's not going to be that forever, is it? No, because we've got Scalding Viper. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's do this. Let's do this. And, of course, we're kicking it. We're kicking it old school. Spellchain Scatter. And, again, we are not copying it. We are conjuring a duplicate. Very big difference there. So I guess we'll go ahead and do this. Return target non-land permanent. We'll go ahead and put the Delighted Halfling back. And then we're going to get another Scalding Viper on top. And then we have the 1 ring. So what the heck are you doing here? They're tapping it. They're tapping it. We got another Scalding Viper. Okay. And now we got the 1 ring. Did I do my land drop already? I don't know. Either way, even if it does end up screwing us, we do have the Scalding Viper that we could go ahead and do it on our own. 1 ring. There we go. There we go. I think that was a good turn there. I think I did play my land, though, so I feel kind of dumb for doing. I guess we could have waited. It doesn't really matter that much, but I guess we could have waited for our little leftover mana source there. And again, with the food fight, you know, they have 2, sacrifice this, whatever, but if they don't have a way to make this cheaper, like, do I really care? I've got 2 Brotherhood Ends. Spider. I think we actually do kill this with Brotherhood End. So, the Light Halfling. I think this is going to be a good time here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good time. Let's go for the Brotherhood's End. Yeah, let's just waste no time. Destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. Bam! And that just wipes out their whole entire board, essentially. You gotta love that. I guess we could have gone for the Mercurial Spelldancer, but I kind of want to just bump up their Food Knight, too. Or the Food Fight, rather. I guess we probably should have dropped the Spelldancer first. But I got a little bit carried away. I guess we'll just melt through and then go for another 1 ring. Yeah, that's fine. Bang! And then let's do the 1 ring. I guess, again, we could just wait. But we didn't drop our land. So if we drop... Yeah, let's do this. This time it was correct. Because we got to drop the Restless Spire. And now everything's all good. Alright. So, let's see if you got the food fight. And this is interesting, though. I mean, they are relatively high up. I mean, they're higher than me. 905 right now in Mythic. With this food fight deck. Is this a meme? I guess not. I mean, I guess it's clearly alright. 1 ring, so 1 ring versus 1 ring. Yep, these are good cards here. Alright, 1 ring versus 1 ring. There's our lovely URABRASK. We absolutely love URABRASK in this deck. Bouncing the 1 ring is not really that wonderful, just because, like, obviously they get to... I mean, they just get to give themselves protection again, so Scalding Viper, their 1 ring doesn't really help a whole lot. I think I'm just going to be kind of cocky. Let's just drop the Spelldancer. Let's do the 1 ring, so I have a feeling that we're going to get into another land source here, and we actually do not. We actually do not. Wow. We get the Restless Spire, but we can't drop our URABRASK now. So I guess I got a little greedy there. Either way, we can go for a Spellchain Scatter. Now we're sitting a little... That's a little rough, though. That is, of course, got a little greedy, though. Did get a little greedy there. So, either way, let's go for Spellchain Scatter. Of course we're kicking it. We always kick it old school here. Get another oil counter for our Spelldancer here. And... I guess we'll just melt through. And I don't know how to play this game. I thought I had another mana source open here. Oh, that's not good. Well, we'll just do this for fun. I guess... Oh, I can't even target yourself. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm just gonna melt through myself. Yeah, I'm sure. I guess we'll do this just for the oil counter. I thought for sure I had another source here, but I need to wake up. I need to wake up. Let's get our coffee going here. Let's get our coffee going. Man, that was a big oopsie. We'll go and give him an oops, because that was bad, but we'll rectify our mistakes. Oh god, Spiteful Banditry. Alright, so this creates treasure tokens and is essentially a board wipe, right? Overcooked. Okay. More Scalding Vipers. This Overcooked thing is pretty scary though, because they're just gonna keep popping up food fights, but they don't have any other artifacts to really play with it, so I'm not too worried about it just yet. I think our way that we're gonna win this is going by URABRASK. So I'm just gonna get cocky. One ring, baby. Let's draw some more cards. That is right. I love drawing cards. Let's drop you because you're on a pain land, so that's good. Now let's go for URABRASK. These are enchantments. So I guess now we can go for Scalding Viper. Return target non-land permanent back to your hand. I guess we just get the Overcooked, really? I guess we get rid of the Overcooked. We get another red source here. And melt through your face, just so that we can get another red source. And then we go for a Scalding Viper, return non-land permanent. Let's go ahead and take one of these food fights. That's fine. And now we can go for URABRASK. And now, ba-boom! You gotta love that, baby. Let's go. All hail the great work of URABRASK. We do have 11 life, so we gotta be a little scared. Of course, I could kill. This is an enchantment now, so we kind of are sitting ducks for that. Create 3 treasure tokens, but I mean, look how much we have here. Look how much we got going for us. I don't think they're going to be able to do enough damage here. If they have the 1 ring, they're at 10 life. Trying to think here. We do also have Ertai Scorn, which could be nice. So they are going to draw. 1 ring versus 1 ring. How can there be 2 1 rings? That don't make any sense to me. More food fights. But again, they don't have like anything else to really play though. 3 treasure tokens from the great work, and oh, is it great? I mean, again, they don't have anything to set the crack open. So I just don't really see with the food fight how they're going to be able to do that. Okay. I guess we could just play all these Scalding Vipers. I kind of want to keep my, like, So, can we survive one more turn for the great work? Now, on the 3rd turn, you may cast instant or sorcery spells from any graveyard. So that's pretty nice. I mean, we got enough damage to kind of, like, pierce through them. Melt through, Spellchain Scatters, and, like, the lot. So I think we just have to survive one more turn, essentially. So, I'm going to keep up the Ertai Scorn. Let's go for Scalding Viper. Scalding Viper. Scalding Viper. And let's attack with 1 Restless Spire. I think that's good enough. As long as we can hold up 1 Ertai Scorn, we should be okay. Okay. We're going to lose a little bit of life here. I think that's okay, though. We're going to lose, what, 4 life next turn? What can they do here? I mean, we do have a counter. I guess if they, I mean... They're going to sacrifice their own 1 ring? Alright, so they do have to do this, though. That's what I like about this. Is because if we have a Scalding Viper, we essentially just, like block them out of being able to cast anything of meaning. So do that. Boom, boom. Down to 3, and now we're going to counter the Flame Spider here. With our 3 tokens, ba-boom. And if they cast anything else, they're going to get killed with the Scalding Vipers. Boom. So now what do you got? Again, we might not be able to go in for the great work, but if they cast anything with 3 or less... Oh, the One Ring? Hold on. But they can't sacrifice it. So they give us an oops, and we take it, the great worst. All hail URABRASK. Gargamella, how you doing here? How you doing? Let's go ahead and keep this. We do have the Sleight of Hand, which, you know... Sleight of Hand, you know, I prefer an Iconoclast to be alongside it, but I guess we will play it. We do need our 4th land. We'll play it. There's our Iconoclast. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and take that. Alright, we'll be okay. We'll find our way along. We got the Melt Through. Nice little card here. Not having damage be cleaned up, I think is strictly an alchemy thing. There's nothing, I guess, infect, but that's -1 counters. I think that's pretty strictly an alchemy thing. We're going to go ahead and pain land ourselves here, but it's well worth it. We got the 3rd path Iconoclast, and we'll be okay. Hopefully we'll make it to our 3rd turn with you surviving 3rd path Iconoclast. Let's see what we're playing here. I actually have no idea. The Grey Havens. Oh my gosh. So the Scry land. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I guess we'll go ahead and play you down. Whatever. Swing on in. Hold up a counter spell. Go for the One Ring. Like the best card ever. Like, not the best card ever, but you know, most expensive card ever. That's for sure. Brotherhood's End. I mean, I don't even know if I care that much, really. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't care that much. We'll go ahead and just cast the One Ring and we'll be okay. Alright. The One Ring, baby! That is right. We've set it down. Of course, we don't have, you know... I don't know. Should I have protected? I feel like that's kind of a waste, though. I mean, we might need this way later in the game. Is it really worth protecting a 2-1 just to get a 1-1? I don't know. I'm a little confuddled on that. So this thing does have Indestructible, Bitter Reunion. This thing just what? Discard a card, draw 2 cards. That's fine. Let's see what you got here, though. So they have the Grey Havens. They will obviously want something in their graveyard. So Brotherhood's End. Okay. If the One Ring does get a little bit too overbearing with the life loss, we do have the Scalding Viper. So that's always nice. Mercurial Spelldancer. That's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card there. I guess we'll go ahead and play you. And just drop you. If they don't make any sort of use of like Ertai Scorn, I guess we just go for the One Ring draw. So we're just chilling. We're just chilling. I think we got it made pretty well here. Okie dokie. Yeah, no need to get cute here. Very okay with taking more damage there with the Ertai Scorn. And if they drop anything crazy. We don't really have anything super crazy. We have the Sleight of Hand, though. We have the Sleight of Hand with the Mercurial Spelldancer. Melt Through. Yeah, I mean, this deck is kind of quirky how it plays out. It's kind of like mid-range-y control aggro combo. That's a good way to explain it. Collector's Vault. Ugh. Kind of yucky. I don't love it, but we'll let it resolve. Usually this is kind of like in the like Reanimator decks. They ditch something, but... Gargamella! Is that like a cheese? I feel like that's like a cheese or something. Gargamella? It just sounds like a mozzarella gargola cheese. Is that a thing? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Gargamella? Time's a wasting, Gargamella. Alright, and there's the Collector's Vault, so they did decide to play, which is nice. Thank you, Gargamella. Alright, Sulphurous Springs. Again, I'm just waiting on this reanimation on what they want to do here. Because you know that's what they're jotting up there in their mind. They're plotting, they're jotting it up. And I almost clicked my turn. Well, let's go for the One Ring instead. Just a Spellchain Scatter, which is really, really nice. I do like this card a lot. obviously helps us out a lot with our URABRASK shenanigans. Scalding Viper. Scalding Viper is a really handy card, especially versus like our own One Ring, which could be really nice. All right. No oil counters yet, but we could change that up really quick with a Spellchain Scatter. But I'm actually just going to go for the One Ring here. We might as well. We don't really have that powerful of a hand, so I'd rather just do this. We do have the URABRASK'S Forge, which is really, really nice, actually. This card's really, really nice. We would have to forego the Ertai Scorn, but I don't know. I mean, if they have something crazy in their hand, they definitely, you know, it is what it is. But I kind of want to get this online. If we are running this, like this is why we have it. So I'm gonna play it. Non-creature spell. We do get an oil counter on Mercurial Spelldancer. So don't think we can really do anything that crazy this turn, unfortunately, with the Spelldancer at least. So we'll go ahead and keep it for the Scorn. I guess if they want to play 2 cards, we can really make them pay with the Ertai Scorn, but unfortunately Make Disappear is not a card in Alchemy, so we're going to have to just do this. Definitely not going to do that. We don't have enough oil counters anyway. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and hold this up for the Ertai Scorn. Alright. So we do have, not only are we running URABRASK, we actually have URABRASK Forge as well. So just a lot of URABRASK here. I actually do not have the URABRASK avatar here. Breach the Universe. Oh my goodness. I really wish we had a counter spell up here. So I get punished for being greedy and going for the Forge, but it's okay. We can still bounce whatever they put back into the hand. I'm not too worried yet. They have a Traxa. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. It's not great. We do have a win condition with the URABRASK Forge. Yeah, I guess we did get a little bit greedy, huh? The Embercoiler is not that big of a deal, though. We can take care of that. That's fine. What are they going to get back here? So, Sheoldred's Restoration. Return target card from your graveyard, blah, blah, blah. Plaza of Heroes. I mean, I don't know if they can just hardcast this thing, right? If we go for Spellchain Scatter, I mean, Brotherhood's End. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just melt through this Embercoiler. I do not want them to have that. That seems a little bit too obnoxious. So what's nice about the Mercurial Spelldancer is we can just swing in. It can't be blocked, obviously, which is really, really nice. And then we can activate Scalding Viper twice. We also have Spellchain Scatter, which is really, really nice as well. So let's map out how we want to play this. We don't want to swing into this thing. But I guess, I mean, it doesn't particularly matter. I guess we have the URABRASK Forge, so we're not going to swing in that way. First thing I want to do is just go for Scalding Viper. And then probably the Collector's Vault, just to kind of slow them up. Yeah, I think we can do that. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to swing with the Forge, because obviously I don't want to take this lifelink, but... Bang. Okay, let's go ahead and remove these oils. Yep. Ba-boom. And let's go for Scalding Viper. Put you back into your hand. Yep. And let's put you back into your hand. So they couldn't have loved that. They could not have loved that. I guess we could have went for Spellchain Scatter to get another... Ooh, we actually probably should have done that. But we still have the Scorn, though. I think it's fine. It's fine. Let's drop you, because we do have to have 2 blues for the Scorn. Activate you. Draw a lot of cards. And we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Yeah, because we have to keep up the counter spell, so I don't hate it. It's fine. Alright. 15 to 15, we are okay here. We're okay. We're maintaining control. As long as we got some counter spells, I think we can take control of this board really relatively easily. So what you got here? Brotherhood's End. What else can they play here? I guess they could go for the Titan of the Waves. I mean, do I care that much if they play this thing? I mean, I can just kill it. gonna pay. Yeah, let's do this. I think I got control here. If they cast the Titan of the Waves, we can just kind of take care of that. It's not the end of the world. I know they can give things haste with this, but like, do I care that much? I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. We are going to take a little bit of a life here, which is not great. I know they get to Seek. Seek and Destroy, the Bitter Reunion. Another treasure token. I mean, this is not great here. But it's not terrible. This is pretty close. Down to 10. Captivating Crossroads. I guess we may as well. There's so many options that we have. It's almost overwhelming. Let's go ahead and just go for the Virtue of Courage, I believe. Let's just do this. See if they've got an answer for this. I do want the URABRASK Forge just to kind of like run through. So if I do this and go for Sleight of Hand, I think that's obviously an option. I'm gonna drop the Mirrex. This is up to what, a 3-1? Just a 3-1. But this is effectively a win condition, so I'm actually pretty okay with doing this. Bang bang, down to 10. And now we're gonna do this. Sleight of Hand. We do get 2 Sleight of Hands this way, which I kind of love. Sure. I think there's a good chance we find an answer with 2 Sleight of Hands, so I'm pretty okay with this. Let's find this and either find a counter spell, preferably a counter spell, or grab something else. There we go. Counter spell. We love counter spells. That is wonderful. And then what else we got? A Scalding Viper. Scalding Viper is just wonderful. Let's go ahead and grab you. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So now we can go for Ertai Scorn 1, 2, 3, and then we can still hold up a Scalding Viper. Yeah, I think it's fine. Alright. I think we're homing in on lethal as well, too. If we just go for like a melt through with like a Spellchain Scatter, we could also do that. I mean, if they want to try and hardcast in our Atraxa, obviously we are saying absolutely no way. Ertai Scorn, baby, we are going to pay, and that is going to be well worth it. Another oil counter on our Spelldancer. Let's get a little dance going. Let's see what they got here. Another Bitter Reunion. Okay. We'll pretend like we've got Make Disappear, even though Make Disappear is not legal in Alchemy. Everybody knows that. And are they tapped out? Is this it? So if we do this at my next end step, so we have enough time to do this. Let's go ahead and counter this or copy this. I guess it's not copying technically. Melt through. Yep, I'm paying the life. We're going straight for your face, baby. Boom! Look at that. Another 2 damage to your face. We take a little bit from the 1 ring, but that's absolutely no problem whatsoever here. I mean, we have so much damage to be done. It's just hilarious. All right, let's go in for Spellchain Scatter. Boom. Let's go in for, I guess, the Restless Spire, just for a little extra damage here. And then we're going to go in, top it off with a Melt Through. Ba-boom, and URABRASK Forge. Even though URABRASK didn't make an appearance here, we still have this. And like I said, we can still get another Spellchain Scatter. We're just having fun. Good lord, what a good deck.